Music247.com. We're changing the industry, one artist at a time.
Take those steps beyond your way. Take those steps when you have a dream. You gotta start. It's the only way. If you're gonna shine, and you're gonna shine, shine, shine. You're gonna shine. And we are shining bright. The best day of the week is when we're on the ranch, hanging out, meeting people, listening to some really good music. It is just the best place to be. And we are brought to you by Blast Music 24/7, your one stop for all indie artist music. If you're looking for good music, go to Blast Music 24/7. If you're an indie artist, you want your stuff up there. They're just a platform that takes care of their indie artist. And we are also brought to you by our radio stations, My Indie Radio. We love our listeners in France. We love our listeners in California, My Plow Zone, which is now part of My Indie Radio, which is a great network of radio stations. So I'm glad to be part of that. Hotel Universe also helps us out. Again, it's a competitive business. We don't compete with each other, but we want to be competitive with each other. And you need great video. Hotel Universe is there for you. And again, we are on all platforms, Pandora, iHeart, all of them, even Roku TV. So you can check us out there. We're on YouTube right now, live. So Billy's already with us. He's enjoying our Monday nights too. Hello, Billy. We had a great show. Not a stranger to the ranch. We are going back to Canada. And Tara Kye, I have a question for you.
Hi there.
Hello.
Thank you so much for inviting me to be part of the show, Randie. I really appreciate you and all you do for all the artists.
Oh, I love having you on the show. We always have a good time. But we have to talk about serious things because this has been a really cold winter for us. And my hair is suffering. My scalp. What do you do for cold hair? You're from Canada. You should know these things.
Oh, 100%. 100%. The best thing you could do is, I like rose water.
Ah, rose water.
100%. So on a really dry day where your face just feels like and your hair is going like crazy and your scalp is fried, when you spray on rose water, it actually refreshes you and it smells lovely. So you feel happy and you look happy and you're refreshed. But it's dehydration. That's the problem.
Yeah. And I have first time I have electric heat. And I finally got a whole bunch of humidifiers running. I hope they help. But oh my goodness, my scalp was something else this winter. So I figured you would have the answer being from Canada and cold weather constantly.
Well, rose water really, it's a soothing, especially for your scalp. Rose water is used for acne. It's used for healing. But the best thing about rose water is that when you spray it right in these zones, I found that it actually has made me look a little bit younger, or maybe I just feel younger and therefore
it had me
smile
at
more.
Forget it. I'm going to go buy like a case of it. Like
I love it. It's
by the gallons, guys. You know, like next week, you better be telling me how much younger I look.
Yeah. And then if you really are really parched, then I recommend rose oil. Now, rose oil is the only essential oil that you can apply to your skin because rose oil is the only oil that actually prevents sunburn.
Oh.
All the other ones like lavender or rose hip oil, you will burn. But rose oil, you will not burn. It's a sunscreen.
I like rose hip in my tea.
It's not good for your hair or your face.
Okay. I didn't think so, but it's really lovely tea.
Yeah.
With some bones in the afternoon.
The other thing that I find works really well is if you can go to one of your crafters and get goat's milk soap.
Goat's milk soap.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Sorry guys, I had to do this. I know spring is here, but I'm still overcoming the damage of winter right now. But we need to talk we need to talk music because you have some new songs coming out. And I have to tell you, I like your new direction, Tara.
Oh, thank you, Randie. I really appreciate
It
that.
does seem like a change. I think it's a really positive one. We'll get into all of that. Did you switch producers? What brought this on? You're a little bit of a new direction.
Actually, are you talking about Rocking the Country?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, what happened is I had a couple of bad, really hard years, and so the songs that I was writing were a little bit less me than usual. So they were not as happy as I usually am because I lost my friends, I lost my dogs, I lost my Grammy. So it was just a matter of time before I could just like put my head back on again and get back into the game. And so that's really what this song's all about. And Rockin' the Country is actually a really special song to me. Rockin' the Country is a song that I wrote for the end of the show that I was going to go on tour with one of my really good friends, Gino Joubert. And unfortunately, he passed away October 31st. And I looked at the song and I went, well, I guess we should finish the song. So I went to John Dean and I said, John Dean, let's finish the song. And he said, this is a cool song. We should finish this song. And that's where we went. Yeah. Same producer.
Same producer. Okay. Well, let's step back. There's something about grief. And
Yeah.
I'd have been going through it with my cousin from 3 weeks ago, death by suicide. But there's something about grief that just, it's a mindset. It's like a fog over you.
It takes time, you have to acknowledge that you've lost somebody. You have to acknowledge the fact that there was a loss. And, for some people, it's more difficult than other people. And I think the circumstance surrounded a passing is also, it either can make it easier or more difficult. And I think the most difficult passings are the ones in which you were not expecting it.
Right.
And, all of a sudden they're no longer there. Like, you were on the phone with them 2 hours ago and now you can't pick up that phone. You had no warning.
You have no warning. And like you said, there's something missing in your life, and some are easier to get past than others, but you have to find ways to carry memories with you and how to, keep going on. And, I do turn to music, but I find when I'm really in a lot of grief, it's hard to be creative.
It's really hard to create.
You're not in that creative brain. There's more amygdala kind of cranking than it should be, and really hard to be creative. And I could see why you would depart from your normal during your grieving process. It totally makes sense.
I had a lot of really large changes and I wasn't ready for them at all. Right. And I also had identity theft and fraud. So, in the top of all the grief, I had to, pull it together, and I just really struggled. And, I just really struggled, and I tried my best. And yeah, so the Forever One, that's my kind of song about love. And that's okay, this is when I find this man that makes me feel like this is what my song's going to be. Right. And, and I'm really grateful that I've got a good friend, John Dean, because, he was really able to coach me in the lyric writing a little bit. Like I'd write something and he'd go, oh, that's creepy. You can't say that. People won't like it when you say that.
You need that voice of reason.
Yeah.
And there's only so many people that can tell me that. Like when I'm writing a song, I know who to take it with and who I'm going to listen to. One's my producer, Tom Joya, and the other one is my bestie, Annie. Like for lyrics, if they go, yeah, that's not working, I'm going to listen,
100%. But John Dean and I have actually been working together since 1994.
Oh.
long time. I actually originally met him when I had cancer, and he was my piano teacher while I was doing chemotherapy. And then I said, let's write an album. I said, I'll sing, you can play. He's like, perfect, let's go. And we've been working together for a lot of years ever since then. But so Forever One is kind of like one of those wonderful love songs, right?
We'll come back to that. Let's stay with rocking country first.
Rock in the Country. That was for Gino Joubert.
That one yet. So we have to hear all about how that came about. And it was kind of working your way through some things.
Yeah, well, Gino Joubert was going to be like Gino Joubert and I were going to go on tour together. And so I wrote this song, Rock in the Country, for the finale for that tour. And we were all going to sing it. We're all going to play it. And at the end, where you got that really big piano solo, Gino Joubert was going to do a dueling piano thing with my piano player. And it was going to be super cool. And when I found out Gino Joubert passed away, like October 31st, he just never woke up. We have no idea what happened, right? And it was like, and I looked at that and I said, well, I guess I should finish that song. And if you knew him, he was amazing. He was always laughing. He had this giggle that was infectious, right? If you heard his giggle, you guarantee you could not stop yourself from smiling. And so I came up with these really wild lyrics while I was driving my pickup truck, right? Because that's where you get the best ones, holding on to my wheel of my pickup truck like I'm holding on to a stallion, and it's a hoedown in here because I had all the tunes just a-blazing in the truck, right? And literally I'm driving along and these lyrics are popping into my head, and I'm just like, I drive like 20 feet and stop, 20 feet and stop, 20 feet and stop, right? Write them down, write them down, write them down, right? But the best one, I think, my most favorite line of the song is, I'm sorry, I'm not insane, it's just a party in my brain.
That's great. Bring the mess in your head into your song.
Yeah. And then I tried to have a little bit of fun and play with Jesus, and Jesus turned water into wine, and I'm sitting there and I drank all this water, but darn that Jesus, he turned it into wine and I'm feeling fine, right? And so I tried to have a little bit of fun and playing with the Holy Spirit and the spirits, right? And because I do believe that we do go to heaven, and I do believe that there's a God, and I believe that it's the same God, but there's just so many different languages that we use different names for him, but I believe it's the same.
I mean, all the major religions share common text.
Yes.
With the Old Testament, the Bible, even the Quran has common text. So there's a common morality of all religions, different terminologies. And again, the prophets seem to be different, but there is a common text there.
Well, I think that the prophecies are also a little different because the environments are a little bit different, right?
A point of view is a little different.
Yeah. So you might not want to have meat that's out in, a very hot country.
Well, the sanitary rules. What chapter is that? Somebody out there. Deuteronomy's all the laws. Is it Deuteronomy? Where it has all the sanitary stuff. That's because of the conditions at the time. Like you said, it was, you don't want to do that. And you want to keep things separate. And,
yes. Yeah. So I think that a lot of these things and these stories are originated from, a necessity of keeping things sanitized and healthy,
Leviticus. Thank you, Mindy. I knew it would be you. Leviticus has all the sanitary,
yes.
things.
Yeah.
At least I knew there was a chapter. I don't.
Yeah. So I kind of tried to have fun with the fact that, and then at the end there's like, okay, so I'm sitting at the campfire and I'm all alone and all my friends are gone to church, and, and lights up your spirit until you feel the shine. Well, shine is a double entendre for moonshine, right? So, so, It's meant to be really tongue in cheek. But then I really like the part of the song too about, hey, little brother, hey, little sister, we are one, we're one big family. And I think that in today's day and age where we become so completely globalized and, you and I, we can chit chat on Zoom here and we've got no problems, right?
StreamYard.
And we're on either side of the coast of North America, right? And when we can do things like this, we sometimes lose sight of the fact that we actually are all very connected and we are one community. And what I do here in Canada affects what you do in the States, and what you do in the States affects here in Canada. And, why can't we just all get along, give peace a chance and work together and build the community in which we want to live in? And that's really the underlying message of Rock in the Country.
I think we get into a lot of trouble, and we are getting in a lot of trouble when we overlook the importance of global community.
Yeah, I agree.
And certain people put their one nation above, the global community, and it hurts everybody.
Yeah.
It really does. I'm not going to speak much on that, but I want to listen to Rocking in the Country.
Yay. Right. Thank you, Randie.
Give it a listen.
Turn on them KC lights, get out of town. Bonfires blazing, a new sundown. We left the city lights in the lane. City life's insane, it just rattles my brain. Raise a glass, we your country class. We ain't afraid to give you some sass. Took all my troubles, lit them on fire. So much crown, I thought I'd drown. Howling in the moonlight. Oh, we are rocking the country. Rock and roll rebels. Country outlaws. Hey, little brother. Hey, little sister. My rock and roll family. If you believe as I believe, you are family, we are all one. Hey, little brother, hey, little sister. Country outlaws, rock and roll rebels, walking the country all night long. Hanging on to the wheel of my truck, imagining I'm holding a stallion. Tunes are blazing, it's a hoedown in here. Singing along at the top of my lungs. I'm not insane, it's a party in my brain. Back at the campfire, I'm feeling warm and dizzy. Jesus done turned that water into wine. Feeling so fine, I'm in heaven again. Howling in the moonlight. Oh, we are rocking the country. Rock and roll rebels. Country outlaws. Hey, little brother. Hey, little sister. My rock and roll family. At the campfire, feeling warm and dizzy. Skies are blurry and I'm feeling fizzy. Drank so much, feeling dizzy. Jesus turned that water into wine. Feeling so fine. I'm in heaven, it's divine. Turn on them KC lights, get out of town. Bonfires blazing, a new sundown. We left the city lights in the lane. City life's insane, it just rattles my brain. No one came to a party. It was too quiet, we drank all alone. I can't remember how I got here again. All the friends are back in the city, getting all dolled up, feeling pretty. They're drinking in the Holy Spirit, lights of the soul till you feel the shine. Don't let that devil take control. Dear God, I pray you heal my soul. Howling in the moonlight. Oh, we're rocking the country. Rock and roll rebels. Country outlaws. Hey, little brother. Hey, little sister. My rock and roll family. If you believe as I believe, you are family, we are all one. Hey, little brother, hey, little sister. sister, country outlaws, rock and roll rebels, rocking the country all night long.
And we are back on the ranch, brought to you by Blast Music 24/7, your one stop for Indie Americana music. And we span the globe to bring you the best in Indie Americana music. And we got some responses. Billy likes that song. He likes the way we think, too, on a global level. People seem to really appreciate that. And I agree. We're one world. We're a global economy. So, all right, we were rocking the country. That's different for you, Tara.
I really had fun with this song. It's a rockabilly, honky tonk, campfire, and then I brought the spirit in there too. And it's just meant to be like one of those barroom, hey, little brother, hey, little sister, and let's party and let's have a great time, right? And that's the finale, right? So it's, we become family, we're here, let's celebrate each other kind of thing. So yeah, I had a lot of fun writing that song.
I bet you did. I'm sorry about Gino, though. I mean,
Yeah. And he was only a year older than me. And so it kind of brought a really weird feeling to me. And I thought I should reach out and I should appreciate the people who are in my life a little bit more and reach back and reconnect and, see if there's some spark or something like that. Or, because this ride on the earth is a very short ride.
It's so funny with passing of my cousin. I actually reached out to people I hadn't talked to, and I think a lot of times since college. I connected with one of my old college friends and had a blast, doing it. And it's funny, you do re-examine things and what's important, and people are important.
People are the most important things. And the relationships that we have with one another, they really define our lives and how happy we are, right?
Right. And sometimes you don't feel like it, and it's hard to reach back, but you've got to do it. You got to pick up that phone. You got to, reach out.
Being humble and owning things that you've done in the past never hurts.
Well, that's so true.
Right?
That's true. Yeah.
And it can be healing. But, there are those people that are just better left in the past. And, that's discernment.
Right.
Some people you don't want to talk to again.
Right. And it's important to know the difference. If people aren't adding positivity to your life, they're not bringing you up, then you walk away.
Oh, bye-bye.
Write a song about how mean they are, and
see you later.
And you stay connected with people who bring something. And I think as I've gotten older, I've gotten a lot better at doing it.
I have a super funny song. It's called Ooh La 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 Tentacion. It's just about that. It's about a breakup, and it's about, leaving those people behind. And it's just like, hasta la vista, baby. Give me 1, 2, 3 beer, then 1, 2, 3 tequila, and then hasta la vista.
Right.
Oh dear.
I'll see you when I see you.
Yeah.
My circle might be smaller, but in some ways it's a lot stronger. It's quality and, people that bring things to the table, and we help each other. It's just not so one way.
Well, you get to a certain age and you realize that if somebody is not acting in a way that is normal or expected, maybe you should check in on them. Because maybe there's something up that you don't know about, right?
Right. Yeah, I people say, oh, they haven't called me in a while. Like, have you called them? Like,
yes,
maybe something's going on. Sometimes you got to give people a benefit of the doubt.
You do.
Something's going on and they're in a place and they would appreciate you reaching out to them,
100%. And, and sometimes even though you've reached out, whatever they're going through may be so consuming that they're unable to talk.
Right. Right.
But my door's always open.
Yep.
My phone's always on, except for when I'm on an interview.
I know. I just had my mother try to call. No, she
Yeah,
should know.
no.
It's Monday night.
Right. I asked specifically if I could take an hour away from work at 4 o'clock because I'm doing an interview, and bless the soul and the heart of my boss, and my friend, my brother. But he texts me. He's like, "Well, can you talk?" And I'm like, and I can't even reply because I'm on my phone.
One song, so you can reply. Well, you did write that one song. Just want 1 minute.
Just want one more.
One more minute. Right. Moment.
One more.
Just want one more.
Yes.
And that's the perfect sentiment right there. It's about what I get out of that song. It's about taking stock of all those moments and
Yes.
appreciating the time you have with people.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're sitting there and it's the end of the day and it's the end of that chapter, and maybe you're saying goodbye to somebody. And the only thing that you want is just one more.
Yeah. Right.
And I have a friend, I had two friends, and they were married all their lives. They met when they were like 18. They got married young, and they had a lifetime marriage. Doesn't happen very often. They loved each other. They respected each other. They just retired. Then they found out that she had cancer and she had 6 months to live.
Oh boy.
And she was a treasure. She was just, I can see why God wanted to take her back, right? Some of like me, he's like throwing me back, going, no, I'm not ready for you. But she was just so sweet and wonderful, and their relationship was just so beautiful. And I actually wrote Just Want One More for her celebration, on the day of her celebration of life. And the first line came to me like, boom, I was getting ready to go. And I'm like, no, you have to write this line down. And I've got like, I'm not feeling the happiest in the world. And, so I wrote the first line, and the rest of the song just happened in the middle of the bathroom at the ceremony. And I had to write them down, and I was texting myself in the bathroom because I didn't want to look like I was being disrespectful. Right. Yeah, that first line is a doozy.
And first lines are really important in songs.
They really are. They really are. You get the first line and then the rest of the song just flies. But
the rest of the song flies. And in this day and age of streaming, people are going to only listen for 7 seconds and decide if they're going to listen to the song. If you're lucky, they'll listen to that first line and the music and see if they're going to be, roped in to the song, and give it 30 seconds so I can get my 0.0004 cents.
Life is just one heartbeat away from now and never.
That is sadly true.
Right?
That's
and
sadly true.
If we live in the present and in the moment, then we give to the relationships that we've got so much more. And then just recently, my cousin was diagnosed with cancer, and I just wrote her a little card. I said, just get yourself a jar for yourself and your family, and call it Just Want One More, and write little notes about what you want just one more of, and drop it in there. And then when the family's off to school or work, then you can actually pull those Just Want One Mores out, and you can make them happen if they're reasonable, or you can journal about the memory for your kids and share that when they come home, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that, like, if you're going through like an illness or a problem or depression or whatever it is, financial troubles, I mean, any kind of troubles, if you can write down one thing that you just want one more of, put it in the jar. And then when you're feeling down or lonely or you miss somebody, you can pull out what you wanted just one more of, read it, maybe go and make it happen,
Yeah.
And it can be anything. It can be, I just want one more sundae. I just want one more latte. I just want one more walk on the beach, right?
Right.
And it can be, I just want one more trip to Maui or one more trip to Mexico, right? But the point of it is that it refocuses you and recenters you in a positive way, right? So even if you're dealing with grief or you're dealing with something, you can actually journal about it, remember it, and put it away.
Yeah. Journaling can be very, very powerful.
Yeah. Well, John, the person that I write with, feels that he's my therapist because I'm always writing songs when I'm trying to deal with things.
I have to wait again because you're in that brain. I have to get into my creative brain. I have my creative space, my area, and I can get myself into that frame to really hone down on a song,
Yeah. Yeah. I get hit by songs. Like I'm in the most inappropriate place to be writing a song, like a funeral. There's these words and they're like, oh no, seriously, where can I go to write this quickly so I don't look like I'm being totally disrespectful, right? Thank goodness for cellular phones because you can look like, oh, I had to answer this real quick.
Yeah, right? Start using voice memo though, and just like whisper into the phone, and then you have it.
I'm better with my fingers.
All right, let's listen to just one more.
Thank you.
Life is just one heartbeat away from now and never. You can love and still be free. You just gotta try. So live your dreams like there's no tomorrow. Time on earth we borrow, till one day they collect our loan. Nothing in life do we own. I just want one more time to hear your voice. One more sunrise, morning kiss and smile. One more party dancing all night. One more sunset, cheers and sweet embrace. I just want one more. Oh, may I have one more? Life is what becomes of the choices you've had the courage to make. Don't forget our life is now. Don't waste it. It's about living through the chances we take. So be honest, be humble, have grace. Imperfectly is how we are living this life. I just want one more time to hear your voice. One more sunrise, morning kiss and smile. One more party dancing all night. One more sunset, cheers and sweet embrace. I just want one more. Oh, may I have one more? Heartbeats keep the rhythm of our songs. Drop your keys right here and come on over now. Falling like my feet can't touch the floor. I lose my breath when you're near. With you our life has been so sweet. All I want is more. I just want one more. One more time to hear your voice. One more sunrise, morning kiss and smile. One more party dancing all night. One more sunset, cheers and sweet embrace. I just want one more. Please, may I have one more? I just want one more. One more time to hear your voice. One more sunrise, morning kiss and smile. One more party dancing all night. One more sunset, cheers and sweet embrace. I just want one more. Oh, may I have just one more.
And we are back on the ranch. We are brought to you by Blast Music 24/7, your one stop for all indie artists. We love our listeners who are out in Paris and all the my indie radio affiliates, the Plow Zone in California. We love all our streaming listeners. And of course, you guys that are listening right now, it's interactive. So love to have your comments and feedback here on the ranch. And that was Tara. Oh, so pretty.
Thank you. I did use the photos in that video with the permission of my friend Rick Wright, and that was Sharon, his late wife. And they were just an amazing couple and inspirational, because not very often you see people married for their whole lifetime.
It's just funny. I was just reading an article on that. I think it was AARP. Oh, and the longest couple was like 78 years. And they said, "What's the secret to your marriage?" And she said, "He worked 6 months a year on an oil rig."
Well, I think it's for what I saw from Sharon and Rick, it was 100% respect, love, trust, and honesty.
Yep. And Billy's right. The song hits deep when you want something more. And even when you're having fun with people,
Yeah.
and it's coming to an end, and it's like, oh man, if this could just go on,
Just one more day on that vacation.
Yeah.
Just one more dance, just one more drink, just one more, yeah. You just want one more because it's so awesome. Why wouldn't you want one more, right?
Yep. I come home from vacation and start making my list of, where I'm going next. And my list keeps getting longer. One more thing is I want to do, my bucket list.
I want to go to Europe.
Yep. That's going to be in July.
Oh, wow. Good for you. Nice.
Yeah. I've been to before. I've been to Germany before, but it was Hamburg. So I'm going a little bit further in. It's a cool one. So that'll be fun. So, all right. What else have you been up to? We're going to be listening to Forever One in a little bit, but tell me what else you've been up to, Tara.
Well, I've been working with artists and helping them with getting some radio plays and those sorts of things, and still working on doing some social media coaching for my good friends and my artists. And it's really cool because I get a chance to meet all kinds of people at different varying parts of their careers through Jet Set Music Media. And I'm really grateful for that opportunity. Also, I just recently wrote a song, or no, I didn't write a song, but I'm singing on a song that my Mexican friend wrote for me in Spanish, and we're singing it together along with a Georgian man that's doing the guitar, and it's just an exceptionally beautiful song. So I'm really excited about that one. I've got another couple collaborations with Fear Escape, and he's a different producer. He's the one that produced Paris with me and Jenny, and so we've got some more stuff coming up. And he also produced the one with the Mexican, the Spanish, and everything like that. So he did a really nice job. So it's always fun to work with a new producer because you get a new set of eyes and a new idea and a new take on something.
Yeah, it really does shift things around a little bit.
It does.
Because they all have their own style and flavor, and even procedures in the studio, like their approach to things are different.
Well, John is still the only one recording my voice.
Okay.
And I'm comfortable with him. He's got a beautiful microphone. And
so do you have other people doing your backing tracks, and then you use John for your vocals? Is that what you're doing?
Oh, John is actually quite exceptional. Let's take a moment to talk about John and I's journey together, because John is like one of the most talented men I have ever met. He plays the piano, he plays the guitar, he plays the bass guitar, and he plays the drums. So when you're listening to one of our songs, that's actually John that's played every single instrument. But he does play keyboard drums better than he plays the big drums
Okay.
because he's a piano player. I mean, he's a concert pianist, and he's been playing in bands for like 30 years. So, I'm very fortunate and lucky to work with John because he can play all the instruments. And, if we do a sample of a violin or a stand-up bass, it's with him playing it on the piano. So it's not AI at all. We don't have any AI or anything like that in our stuff. So I'm really grateful to work with a man that's so talented as him. And when I first met him, I thought, wow, this guy can really play. He should really be out there. But he's a super nice person, and he likes to keep his life private. He doesn't like to share a lot. He doesn't like to be, so much the center of attention. And I love that. I'm fine with that. So I've been writing the lyrics, and I write the lyrics, and he's looking at me, he goes, "You write really good lyrics." And I said, "Yeah, that's because I'm the one that's had the twisted, effed up life that I've got all these experiences to write about." I said, "You're lucky. He's been with the same woman for 25 years. What are you going to write about, right?" You might get in trouble if you write the wrong thing. I can write anything.
I really believe a songwriter can write from prompts and should embrace writing from prompts instead of waiting kind of for things to happen. Take a moment, take a phrase or some type of prompt and write a story around it and a song around it. I think that wonderful things can come from that too.
Well, John is a very exceptional writer, and he's also a really good singer. And I'm just so honored that he's worked with me for so many years, right? I do the lyrics. I work a little bit with the arrangements and a little bit with the music side of things. He works a little bit in the lyrics. So we just basically split it 50-50, but the lyrics are usually from my life, and like some of the lyrics I've written, like, "I'm not insane, it's a party in my brain." He's like, "You can't sing that." And I'm like, "Watch me." Or the Seashore Blues, where there's that one line in there and it's like, "I'm so sorry, I just don't care, I want to dance in my underwear." He's like, "You can't sing that either." I'm like, "Yes, I can, and I'm going to." And some of the lines,
I don't know. It's a good
some of-
rhyme.
exactly, some of the lines they do get scrapped, right? Because they're not appropriate. Like, I think I wrote "puff puff puff it up," and I didn't realize that had any connotation towards drugs, and it does. So we scrapped that line really quickly, right? So yeah, I'm very fortunate to have a friend like John. John Dean is more like a brother to me. And he's more like family to me than anything else. He's got a beautiful, beautiful, loving, wonderful wife. And, and they're a beautiful couple. They've been together for 20, 25 years, right? I don't really know her as well, but she's a very nice person, and I enjoy spending time with her when I do get a chance to spend time with her. Mainly, John and I we sit in the studio and we write, and away we go, right? And we've got a good friendship. I think my most memorable time of working with John is when we were writing a song called "Do the Wag," and it was for my dogs. So we literally took one of my dog's squeaky toys and sampled it, and he pitch corrected the squeaky toy to fit the key of the song. And then as he's playing it, and he's playing the squishy toy, and he's getting it in beat and on time and in tune with the.
Oh, how fun is that?
Then yeah. So he's squishing he's like, "So I assume you watched this, and so what would you say to him?" I said, "Oh no." And he took it and he winged it at my head. And he got me. So we have like a brother-sister friendship. And I think that the brother-sister friendship is really translated into a complete honesty when we're writing songs together. So he's able to tell me my lyrics are not quite right. And I'm able to say, "Well, I don't really like that particular style of music. Maybe we could try a little bit like this." Become the Phoenix. That was another interesting one where I said, "Oh, Become the Phoenix, I want this to be in a minor key, but have a sound like ABBA." And he's like,
Sound like ABBA in a minor
Yeah.
key.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
even think ABBA knows minor keys.
So he says, "That's just not possible. They're all major keys for ABBA." I said,
I know.
I want a dark minor happy ABBA song. And he's like, okay, here we go. My friend Tara, yep, she's got these ideas. Yep. My friend Tara.
All right, let's listen to Forever One.
If you feel it, you know it's true. And he's looking right back at you. That's called love at first sight. It's worth the fight. It's how we look at it. It's what we dream for. If it's real, you'll know. You'll feel it in your heart. It's a choice we make every day. It'll take a lifetime to discover your love. You will be forever one. How you feel inside, no master hand. If you trust your love, you'll see it through. If you hold love closely through the eye of the storm, survive the hurricane, and you will love again. If it's real, you'll know. You'll feel it in your heart. It's a choice we make without wondering why. It'll take a lifetime to discover your love. You will be forever one. As sure as the promises of spring, like the birds that sing, the roots will grow really deep. Like the wolves, the hunger lasts, life grows stronger. Love feeds hunger. Oh, forever one. If it's real, you'll know. You feel it in your heart. It's a choice we make every day. It'll take a lifetime to discover your love. You will be forever one. If it's real, you'll know. You feel it in your heart. It's a choice we make without wondering why. It will take a lifetime to discover your love. You will be forever one.
All right, and we are back on the ranch. We are brought to you by Blast Music 24/7. Next week, we're here every Monday at 7 live. Next week, we have a really fun show where we're going to take a dive with two really good producers, my producer, Tom Joya, and Steve Kerchek, who's been on the show. And we're going to play with some AI. We're going to take some songs and one of my songs and actually replace it with AI vocals in some parts. I'm actually scared to death of that, but we'll have some fun with it and laugh and cry. And so it's going to be a really good show. So I hope everyone's tuning in with us next week. So Tara, some really nice harmonies on that.
Oh, yeah. John is I I'm really grateful that John accepted my invitation to sing with me on that song. And so John Dean, that's the guy that I write with and have been writing with for years. He's super talented. I can't say enough good things about him. He does the production, everything for all the songs. Like I'm very, very, very fortunate. Very fortunate. And he plays the piano like you wouldn't believe, right?
Very nice. Doesn't overplay. He adds to the tracks. Really nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Really nice.
He's an amazing pianist and he's an amazing person, and I'm super grateful to work with him. And he really helped me with the lyrics on that song because he does have that relationship that's been there for 25 years. And so, he was able to take out some of my creepiness out of my lyrics a little bit.
I think it's snarky. I can't write love songs, or I can write, I'm kind of optimistic songs, but
Yeah.
I haven't conquered love songs at all. I get real snarky.
I like that song because it's a song about what I dream love would be like.
Right. It's more wishful thinking.
100%, and yeah, and if it's real, you'll know, and it'll take a lifetime, and I really long to meet that kind of person in my life, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Someone who could just step in and, because
Well,
being a musician is a different type of lifestyle too. You want someone who fits in with that.
it's a different type of lifestyle for sure, and you have to have somebody that's going to be super confident if you're going to make it work, right?
Right, because I spend so many hours with my band in the studio with other people and stuff, and sharing things that they might not be part of. It's hard.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. It would be hard for a partner, but
Optimistic.
well, one of my last divorces was over the piano, and he's like, well, you love that music more than you love me. And I'm like, maybe I do.
Calling it. Away
So,
from the guitar, like calling it like.
Yeah. Sorry, dear. I'd rather sleep with the piano than you.
Hey.
I'll sleep under my piano, but I'm never sleeping with you again, sir.
Guitar will always be there for me, through thick and thin.
My saxophone and my piano, nope, I'm not in. Yep, nope.
No. So are all these songs are you releasing singles? Are you going to be putting them onto a record, or what are we doing?
Well, that's a good question because I put out Rock in the Country as a single, and then I realized I'd put it out as an album, and everybody was looking at my first album. So then I quickly put together a second album called Rock in the Country 2, and Rock in the Country is on Rock in the Country 2, along with a lot of the songs that I've done over the last little while. And, I haven't really been good at a lot of publicity because I've been feeling a little off, right?
Okay.
And, and I look back at some of the publicity I did when I was feeling more myself, and I'm feeling like I'm myself again, right? Like I feel like I've given myself enough time to move past the grieving and everything else and into my new life and really start pushing the new songs again.
That's wonderful, because you're one of the few people that I know that really embrace social media and, work hard at your social media. And I got to post today. And I'm envy that about you. I do it, and I work hard at it, and I, have improved my following and my stats and my numbers and too, but it's a second job or a third job at this point. I already have 3 jobs. So
well, one of the things I found with social media is constantly and continually evolving. And what I might have told you when we worked together 3 years ago is completely different than what I would advise you now. There's different loops, there's different little tricks, there's different little secrets, there's different little spins. So yeah, if you want to catch up with me sometime, I'd be happy to share those with you.
Yeah. Yeah, that I know because the analogs are just constantly, constantly changing, and hashtags and the use of things. It's
There's
oh,
a secret little strategy I'll let you in on. You'll have to set a time.
okay. We'll have to set a time because we are running out of time uh, for tonight. So we have new music from Tara to look forward to on social media. And where can they find you on social media?
You can find me on social media under Tara Kye at Instagram and Facebook. And of course, my YouTube channel is Tara Kye Maines, and I'm on YouTube that way. And actually, my name is Tara Kye Maines. And the reason I went with the artist name of Tara Kye is that at the time that I started releasing my songs, I was considering getting married, and I didn't know which name to use. And thankfully, I didn't use any last name. So he told me to choose between him and the piano. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, right. Good move, not
Bye-bye.
choosing. It's hard. You build a following and a name and a brand, and you get married, and they expect you to change that. And I don't consider myself a feminist, but I don't feel like I want to do that either. So
No. So I went with Tara Kye, and now I'm Tara Kye Maines. So yeah, and I like the piano. The piano's got a lot of good traits. Like I know where his keys have been. Right? I know his keys are staying home.
And for you guys out there listening, it is a grand piano. It's gorgeous. I'm just telling you, this isn't just no little stand-up piano she's fighting for here. I mean, this is one huge, beautiful grand piano. So,
well, it takes up most of my apartment, so I do-si-do around it every moment I go by it. So, hands up, baby, hands up. Because if I don't put my hands up, I can't fit around the piano.
Your landlord loved you as you were holding that thing in, like, what?
Yeah, it created quite a stir when it came home, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piano. I'm so grateful for it. But yeah, I kind of love it more than I loved him. So I said goodbye to him and kept the piano, and I guess he's my new man now. So I always know where he is. He never comes home late. He's never drunk. He keeps his keys at home, and he's in tune and on time with me. And whenever I'm ready for him, he's right there waiting for me.
That's perfect. Well, I want to thank everyone for tuning in and listening to us on the ranch. We are here every Monday. We go live. And again, we're on all of your streaming platforms. If you want to be on the ranch, just check out my website, Randie O'Neil, spell my name right, Randie's IE, O'Neil.com/show. Fill out the form, and you too could be on the ranch. We could hear your music, which would be great. So thank you guys for listening around the globe, and we will catch you next week on the ranch.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
I'm on the road, don't know where it goes. I'm on the road, follow your heart, it won't let you down. Follow your heart, take the steps beyond